But, sire, it's a big hit. The whole village is singing it.
Oh, they are they? Well, they'll be singing a different tune. Double the taxes, triple the taxes. Squeeze every last drop out of those insolent, musical peasants.
Dark clouds are hanging over Europe. The European people have been utterly betrayed by their elites. Our ruling elite has turned out to be a mere corrupt lackey of global capitalism. These high-priced parasites have stolen the Europeans, their livelihood, their land, their future, and their self-esteem. These prostitutes of the corporate world have exposed Europe to an endless rampage of brutal beggars and forcefully denied Europeans any means of defending themselves. We have become powerless. We have lost control over our lives. We are denied our place in this world, and our spirit is waning. What once was ours has been taken away and given to greedy aliens. What we once held sacred is ridiculed and mocked by arrogant intruders. What once was familiar to us has now been degenerated into something strange and threatening. For decades, Europeans have been taught to hate and despise themselves. Generations of Europeans have been brought up believing that the world would be a better place without them. They have been brought up to feel the crushing weight of the white man's endless guilt. Europeans are constantly reminded that only through self-destruction can they pay for the sins of their civilization. The death of Europe is the fashion of the day, our demise a sign of progress. The disintegration of the traditional Europe a way forward, the predatory invasions against Europe only the latest trend. We are called to celebrate the physical, intellectual, cultural and spiritual collapse of our civilization. We have already been brainwashed to believe that the collapse is inevitable and that it is a law of nature that we should die out and the barbarian hordes at our gates should win. Under the disguise of liberalism, humanism and democracy, Europeans have been persuaded to commit an ethnic suicide. A race that has achieved so much and has survived so much has been tricked to welcome its own downfall and to take active measures in order to become a stranger on its own soil. We are witnessing the most vicious and cruel conspiracy in history, the conspiracy to replace the European people, a systematic campaign to wipe out the Europeans from the existence, first by socially degenerating the people and then through mental and physical retardation, to paralyze the ability of the people to resist, to poison the very biological stock where all the great deeds of the past once grew, so that in the end a herd of geldings would be easier to usher to their death rather than the once proud race of warriors, craftsmen and explorers.